There we go. Yep, we're doing some Evil Within too. Okay. I'm just getting used to the controls again. Yeah, it reset a bunch of my controls. That is weird. Yeah, you did. Okay, that didn't get reset. How about the volume? Yeah, no, that's fine. That's bizarre. Only the full screen stuff got reset. Okay. Damn it, this is bullshit. Just in case, let me check. I do like this one a bit more over the first one. So I have to go that way. I wanted to do some older-ish horror games, and like I said, we'll do some next month too. We're just overwhelmed with new games, which is kind of a problem. We do have some newer horror to... Okay. I forgot what's the deck. I think I remember specifically getting really pissed with the first one. Some of the boss battles were bullshit. Ooh, right in the kidney. I saw the collector's edition for the Callisto Protocol, the one that was like almost 300, I think. Went down to 25 bucks at GameStop, but they didn't have any near me. So how's everyone doing this fine Sunday? So next week, I don't know if I'll be streaming at all. I'm not going to be working on any videos for the channel, for the main channel, because I'll be getting ready for a con, so I might do 1 or 2 streams, but that'll be about it. Getting there, getting that trash. You just throw a rock. Okay. This guy's back has gotta fucking hurt. We're nearby. I forgot how much longer the game is. I don't think it's much longer, but I don't remember. So I wanted to really dig into it. So I might focus on this game this week. And maybe Mario. Have you played Bone Razor? I've not. There's a couple of indies I've still got to do, which I'll do live. Also high tech.
Oh, thank God.
I might, like I said, I might focus the next few days on streaming. I don't know tomorrow,
It looks like she
though.
stopped here to hide.
Tuesday you might get a day stream. Tomorrow I've got too much to do, but we'll see. I go to the chiropractor and I probably won't want to deal with anyone tomorrow.
She must be in that warehouse. Smart girl. Lots of good places to hide in there, I bet.
Give me your shit. I can't believe so many games have come out, like, within the last this month and last month. Oh, that's okay, Dak. You're in the Discord, right? I'm gonna be doing some streams, on the Discord, too. Like, through Twitch and the Discord. If you're in the Discord, you'll be able to come watch it. The only rule is you gotta be muted. Fuck! Me! Oh, that worked. Okay. I was expecting more than one hit. Fuck it. Sorry about that. That was an important text. So I'm trying to find a secondary place that is more stable. Like I said, the Twitch or the Discord is probably going to be the other stable place for streaming. But it will end if people come in and don't mute their mics. That's my only rule. Oh, this is still kind of the beginning? Okay. Thank you. That's not bad. I shouldn't take breaks from games. Get off me, bitch. Bottle! I'm not using what I wanted to use, but okay. Why don't I just use my fucking gun? Give me that axe! Sir, put on some pants. Like I said, when I'm not doing the stream with Mike, I'm going to focus more on this game. So I do want to get through it. I hear you. Put some pants on, damn it. To the person that just DM'd me, will you do Last of Us 2? You people can't afford that donation goal. God, I don't want to do Last of Us 2. That's not even funny. Because somebody will take that seriously just to torture me. We will be doing the Barbie movie in November, by the way, guys. It's just this week was so muddled I didn't have time to do it for this weekend. Set everything up for this weekend. Thank you. They're shinies. Yep. I'm good. Yeah, I fucking suck at shooting. Shut up, chat. Okay, there was another one. Come on, fight me, bitch. God, that was good. Golf 2 just to annoy people. No, that would piss me off. I don't even want to play Last of Us 1 again. I'm going to do the first Supermassive game until dawn around Christmas time. I love horror games. I think I've said that before. Horror is my thing. At the thing. I'll come back for sure. Barn meat purity. Fuck you. I can shoot a barn at least. Give me a gun in real life and I can shoot it. Give me a gun in a video game and I suck ass with the controller.
Gotta restore power to these doors. Maybe that wire leads to a power source or something.
I was unintentionally going the right way. Okay, I was stuck for a second. The game still plays I was just about to compliment you, game. I was just about to give you that compliment. Okay! Compliment avoided. Got it. All right, this is the kind that you have to use clothes. Okay. Hey guys, how you doing? I have a shotgun, and you're a bitch. Why can't I shoot you through the fence? That's bullshit. Thank you. I know how shotguns work. I've shot one before. What the fuck is going on in this game? Why am I getting stuck on actual shit? Come on. Come on. I want your ass. Come on, bitch. Thank you. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Stop breaking shit for 5 seconds. I literally can't. Because your powers are working their magic. Bugs and glitches finding. Yeah, no, I've had people that work in the industry that says I should do it professionally. Aw, you can see bits of body part. I love it.
Hopefully that did the trick.
The only cheat I'm using in this is the stamina, because fuck your stamina bullshit. That and the only thing that pisses me off in games is the limited stamina when it's really, really limited.
Lily?
Which this one does. And the flashlight thing. Oh my god, I hate the flashlight thing.
Lily!
It's fine to have battery powered
Shit.
flashlights, but they last like 3 seconds in a video game. Come on. I also have Dementia the Ward that we're going to be doing when we finish this, because I have wanted to show you guys that game so badly. That was one of my favorite DS games.
Lily! Came from upstairs.
Yes.
She probably crawled through here. Gotta get through.
Probably kicked it. Okay.
She's a brave and resourceful little girl. She's gonna be okay. I just gotta find her.
We're just going to ignore that hand. I am pretty stoked for the next weekend. I'm stoked for the con and for Halloween Horror Nights, which I still gotta buy my ticket for it. I gotta make sure everyone gets their ticket. So I'm gonna order it after the con, or after the stream today. See, I read that wrong, and I saw that too quickly. And this is how my brain apparently works, is I saw brave and resourceful so she can fist fuck a zombie, and then I looked at it again and said, no, that's not possible, that's not what he wrote, and it is fist fight. I think my brain is completely ruined. The con's gonna actually have a burlesque show. I'm actually curious on if the guys are gonna want to go to that. Because I'm gonna be the only chick at the con. In my group, I should say. Because the other chick that was gonna go with us had to bow out, so. You play too many porn games. I really have, and it's kind of ruined me. 2 of you said it at once. If I could be better known for playing horror games, I by God would be. Or better known for my comic book, I by God would be. Damn, our poster for Spooky Empire is fuck all. I'm gonna show it again. If you guys haven't actually seen it yet, I'm going to give Smug some love and show you guys our poster that we're giving out this year and that I'm going to get signed. Probably not by everyone, because I don't think I have that over $1,000 to spend on autographs, but this is our poster. Porn games are fun, yeah. It depends. It's really the stories. If the stories are really engaging in the game, then they're fun. If it's just like I hate games that get you really invested in the story and then you have 2 hours of a sex scene. It's like, no, I just want the story. Yeah, I think one of the only comic characters from our comic that didn't end up in it is Detective. Oh, shit, I'm sorry. No one told me that was still on the screen. I am so sorry about that. I feel like an idiot. I am so sorry. Please forgive me that was still on the screen. Oh, let me try to get it a little bit bigger so you guys can see it. Can I? How do I do this to where I can... Never again. That's cool, though. That's cool. I can do that. I'm trying to make it so you guys can see it a bit better. Is it gonna let me do that? No, it's not. Shoot monkeys. So, yeah, you've got, of course, Freddy Krueger. You've got Hellraiser. 2 versions of Jason, because Kane Hodder and the one from Friday 13th 2, I think, is going to be there. Leatherface, which I think one of the Leatherfaces is going to be there. Crypt Keeper, because John Kassir is going to be there, who is really, really nice in real life. And Greg Nicotero, who created Creepshow, so we got Creepshow, the Creeper back there. Nope, it's not 2 versions of the Crypt Keeper. How do I make this bigger? There's got to be a way to do that. I want to show you guys it. Give me a second. Oh, that's how I do it. Okay. Now I think I can do it. Yeah! Now I can kind of do it better. It's a little bit finicky. Fine. Fuck you. So it is the Crypt Keeper and the Creeper from Creepshow. Which, fun fact, they both come from the same comic, so yes, they are technically brothers. They both come from the same EC Comics Vault of Horror. Which, if I could get a copy of those comics, Jesus Christ, I would. If you've seen the cover of my comic, it is actually a love letter to EC Comics. Because I grew up having the honor of getting to read them, because a comic shop that I used to go to a lot as a kid, the owner actually... Oh, I don't have my comic art on this computer because it's still new. The actual owner had a couple of EC Comics. No, it's not... which one are you talking about? So I'll try to... sorry. Give me a second. I think I can do this. I'll try to explain everybody. Yeah, I'll do that. Bottom, if I go like that. Yeah, that should give me enough room to do it. Here we go. That's better. Yes, thank you. That's what I want to do. That's what I wanted to do. So you have Elvira, because Miss Cassandra's going to be there. And I'm very excited. The kid from Chucky is up front. And I forgot who the little girl... Oh, the little girl's from... I think Halloween? I think it's the little girl from Halloween. EC Vault of Horror, which DC actually owns EC Comics now. And because they wanted their hands on Mad Magazine, who the creator of EC Comics created Mad Magazine. And he also helped get rid of the comic code. If you ever want a really interesting comic lesson, I'll diverge for a second from this. The comic code was something created by the government to basically censor comics in the 50s, I think? 50s or 60s. Yeah, it's Jamie Lloyd from Halloween 4. Yes, that's who it is, because they're going to be there. And so a lot of indie comics and small companies went out of business because the way to get your comic through the comic code is to give them money, was to give the government group money. Oh, how much is it? Oh, it's $550! Christ on a cracker, man! I ain't got that kind of scratch. I'm going to a convention. So, anyway, sorry. Somebody was trying to distract me. Basically, the guys that did EC Comics wanted to show how corrupt the comic code was. And there's a lot of documentaries about this. It's a really interesting story. So they wrote a sci-fi comic for their sci-fi group, because they did sci-fi, horror, like everything under the sun. And so it was a story about a man arriving on a planet. and the aliens all treated him different. Now, it was a human on the planet, and you never saw him through the whole comic. You didn't see him without his helmet until the very end when they took off the helmet to show it was a black man. The governors that were in charge of the comic code were very racist. And I'm not going to say that, obviously I'll be kicked, even though this is for educational purposes. They called them and said, we're not going to let an N-word be the hero of a comic book, of a comic story. They recorded that call and released it. And after that, the comic code... Yeah, there was a lot of companies fighting the comic code. No companies really agreed with the comic code because you had to give a lot of money just to get your... Even if your comic was, let's say Care Bears. Let's say your comic was Care Bears. It still wouldn't hit the comic code's rules because of the fact that they wanted money. So I'm serious, if you ever want a really interesting story on comic history, look up what actually happened with the comic code. It is very interesting to see how many companies fell because of it. You had a lot of companies that went out of business and got out by Marvel and DC and their predecessor companies because of the comic code. In fact, the reason Batman doesn't kill is because of the comic code, because before that, he was a fucking psychopath. Because he was based off the Shadow. Yeah. It's, yes, Mage is the little girl from The Ring, Sadako. Yeah, I think it's Sadako. We added, if you're new to the channel, we added some of our comic characters in here. But these are most of the guests that are going to be at the con. You have the guy from the original American Werewolf in London is going to be there. So we had a couple of our characters dressed as werewolves. You see our main comic character as the girl from The Craft. We tried to keep most of the guests in the front and the comic characters in the back, save for Lily, our unicorn girl. But damn it, if I am not shipping Elvira and Freddy now because they are adorable together. Who Lex and Little Monster dressed up as? Little Monster didn't want to dress up because he's a dick. Little Monsieur didn't want to dress up. He's a dick. Lex is the girl from Fifth Element because Smug wanted to do that outfit. Here's the thing. I let Smug basically pick outfits. I do this with most of my artists. Other than talking through a few costumes I specifically wanted, I let Smug pick the outfits because I thought that would be really fun and let him get really creative with it. Who's the girl with the running makeup? Give me a second and I'll get her name. She's an actual actress. Give me a second. What is her name? I'm gonna cheat and go over to the Spooky Empire Instagram. By the way, if you are at the con, it's Marley Shelton is her name. I really hope I said that right. I probably didn't. I'm a little sad Tom Savini canceled because I was really looking forward to him and Tony Todd, but they both canceled. But Doug Bradley and Robert Englund are going to be there, and I have VIP tickets. I am getting those 2 fucking autographs. Also, the little boy who played Sam in Trick or Treat is going to be there, which if you haven't seen that movie, I highly... I get some ad money from it. Yeah, don't worry, Tack. I would turn off ads if I didn't. Adam and Suka, he wanted to do the characters from Breaking Bad just for fun. So we were trying to figure it out. We were kind of discussing maybe Frankenstein and his monster, but that's a little too obvious. So we did, he wanted to do Breaking Bad. He wanted to make it cute and make Carl Beetlejuice and Akina Lydia. And you've got Kisa in the background as Freddy Krueger, because damn, that fits. But I think he did a really good job. I think he did fantastic. If you guys do want to follow him, I'll get his Instagram after the stream. If you guys need a Discord link, Jesse, we need to go to the con, Jesse! I wish they were going to be there. That would be cool. Yeah, I'm very happy with this poster. I love the fact that I get a chance to show this to Keith or Sutherland. I'm a little bit nervous about what they're going to think of the posters. Oh, and Voltaire is going to be there, which we specifically put Voltaire next to Miko because they're both musicians. And I get to see him in concert. I am so over the moon happy. Yeah, I love that he did the cartoon version of Beetlejuice too, just to make it better. And that he made Slav, our cowboy, into Woody. That shit I wasn't expecting. I died laughing at that. I still haven't figured out what Lex is. I actually have to ask him. But yeah, no, the poster came out great. We do actually have the girl from Planet Terror is going to be there. So, again, this is everybody that you see here are actually going to be at the convention unless they cancel last minute, which, you know, they've had some cancellations. Like Claire Higgins from Hellraiser canceled, and I think she's in the poster, but we were already working on it. It's going to be pretty cool, and I'm going to be really nervous. Yep, Kisa's Freddy. That's kind of it. I guess I should explain that one. That's kind of an in-joke between some tabletop friends and me. And I don't know if I should tell the story of that, but it's an in-joke with her being Freddy. Yeah. Chop Top's actor is going to be there. Everybody in this poster is actually going to be at the con. We made sure not to get anyone that wasn't at the con. And if anyone gets added last minute, fuck them. We basically made that rule that if they get announced last minute, fuck them. Nick Frost is going to be there too, and I don't know if he ended up in the poster. I have to ask. I've got a cheat sheet with everyone's name somewhere. I'll get it before the con. Raven is dressed... Tenchi, go sit in the corner. Morticia. She's either... No, she's not Vampira. She's Morticia, because Morticia has more of the flare on the arms. We almost wanted to do her as Elvira and just have two Elviras, but if you look at her hair, it's Morticia. Which is the second time I think she's actually dressed as Morticia in art. We were originally going to do, like, groups of posters for each group. Like, we have all the people from Nightmare on Elm Street 4 that's going to be there. And the people from, Oh, no, he did miss somebody! Oh, he missed Lou Diamond Phillips. Oh, dear. Oh, I'm going to avoid that table like the plague. Shit. I think he forgot him. Lou Diamond Phillips, Young Guns? Google? He might have snuck him in there. I gotta ask him. It's not a big deal. I probably can't afford everybody's autograph. I think Robert Englund alone is going to be $130. The two I'm going for are Doug Bradley and Robert Englund. I've gotten John Cassier's autograph, but I know how much he's going to be. He's going to be like $50, so I'll probably sneak over. Oh, Greg Nicotero too. I am not going to be that. I'm going to sneak him the comic. He's a horror producer. I'm going to do it. I'm going to try to do it. I'm going to puss out on it. Guarantee you if you're in the Discord, you know I'm going to puss out on doing it. Although I have given the comic to quite a few people. But yeah, I'll take pictures, don't worry. Sorry to kind of interrupt the game like that. Yes, you are. You guys are going to bug me about this shit too, aren't you? While I'm at the con. Here, for those that don't have a link to the Discord, here you go, Huns. You can come join us. I'll have lots of pictures and stuff. I'm going to dress as Trinity for one day and Freddy Krueger as the next day. Miko's going to be Freddy Krueger because somebody was going to send her a Jason costume, but I don't think it arrived in time. So it's just going to be Freddy Dachshund this year. It's nice hearing someone do their autism info dumps. One not autistic, I'm ADHD. Fuck you. But no, I'm proud of the poster, and I'm proud of Smug. He did a great job. He's also going to be taking over issue 2 of the comic due to Bosco's scheduling. So I'm very happy that you guys like his art. He has gone above and beyond with that poster for someone who just came on the project. It's fine. Of course we will. We deprive pleasure. You guys kept bugging me for a solid month after the last con because I fucked up and I didn't get Robert Englund's autograph when he stopped at our table. Devil, you're fucking autistic. We know that. You LARP as the devil. You're autistic, but you're fine. You're in the right place. It's okay. I love my autistic fans. It's the creepy fans I don't like. You're all absolutely fine. But yeah, we'll get back to the... Here, if anybody actually wants to see all the guests, here you go. This is their Instagram. I'll get my Instagram too. I'll be that kind of trash. You actually get to see a little bit of me on the Instagram. But no, I think the con's gonna be fun. I need a fucking vacation. Not from you. Well, I need a vacation from life at this point. So I'm gonna have fun. I can't. Halloween Horror Nights is gonna be the thing I'm gonna have the most fun at. They also have a little horror thing at the con. I have 2 Instagrams. I have that. Hold on, I'll get the other one too. I've got that one, and let me get the second one. I've got one specifically for the pets and one for me. Give me a second. How do you switch Instagram accounts? Switch accounts. I'm sorry for rambling, guys. How do I get that? There we go. Give Miko some love. Give Miko and the guinea pig some love, because I didn't wanna like fill the my Instagram with just pet pictures. Never in my life have I agreed so much with this sentiment. It's the last few fucking months have just been hell. The con is my one vacation of the year. And by God, I plan on enjoying it. Come here, asshole. I have a shotgun. What do you have? Now I have to save the shotgun. I do wish I was more famous for my horror love and my Godzilla love and my comic writing than porn, but it is what it is. I have had people... I think one of the funniest emails I ever got was somebody who told me I need to hang up my bag in comic writing because unless I'm writing porn, nobody would care about what I do. And it was just such a loving email. I mean, I felt so much love in my heart for these type of people. Let's see. Seismic trigger event this afternoon. System checkup revealed disengagement of core. Sent recovery team. Okay. Core is still offline. Apparently. Sounds like an absolute princess of a person. It's not the first time I've been told that. I've had people buy the comic and demand a refund because my comic wasn't porn, even though I think I've openly stated that it's for kids. I started out my career when I was still an animator. I started out my career at Disney. I used to write kid stuff. The porn was just something I stumbled into, but I still want to help teach kids and stuff. It's funny how people think you can only be good at one thing or only like one thing. I personally enjoy everything that I make. If you ever follow me on Twitter, there was a dude who went psycho about my comic. It was funny. Yeah, I know. There's a comprehension issue with this generation. And that's funny coming from someone who actually has a diagnosed... That's fine. Comprehension, or reading issue. Comprehension, I should say, issue. I'm gonna focus on those. There we go. I go on Twitter less and less. I like going on posts. Those people are very nice. But yeah, it's always kind of funny to see people who think that you should get into only one thing. Like I said, my favorite things are horror, like giant monsters, and horror. It's what I grew up, that's my passion. And believe it or not, teaching kids. I want kids to be able to learn and be confident. The comic is something that is for kids and for adults. Like, we are going to have a few issues, like, a fan service issue we're kind of working on.
Another doll. But where's Lily?
We're working, and I should say fan service with, like, bikinis and stuff, nothing hardcore. but it'd still be something that the kids can read and they can get a laugh out of, but there's a lot of jokes in there that a parent will get, type of thing. Oh, I haven't heard of it. I gotta look into that. Again, I really haven't had much time for social media. I'll get on Twitter to really answer devs that I talk to and check and see if there are any fan messages and stuff. But I don't really do much other than that. Shitposting isn't fun anymore. It's boring now. Where's my dog? He's asleep in the other room. Like, everyone's so serious now. I've even had other comic writers who tell me my comic's gonna fail because it's campy. Because we're not starting right off with... Okay. Hi, bud. How you doing?
Him. The murderer with the camera. And the son of a bitch has my little girl. I was so close. Damn it! Calm down. Think. I gotta save her. No more signals coming into this communicator. I need to find another way.
Like, I had a friend...
O'Neill. Not sure I can trust him. But he wants out of here as bad as I want to find Lily.
I had a friend of mine who... Okay, more cutscenes.
O'Neill, it's Sebastian. Can you hear me?
Sebastian? Is that you? You're breaking up.
Shit. Not now. Maybe it'll work better outside.
Yeah, I know there are people that can't take criticism. I used to be an artist before my accident, and I had to basically retrain my brain to write. I could never draw again after the accident, but I had to relearn to write and other things. So I got so frustrated when I couldn't draw that I started forcing myself to write stories. And I'm never gonna say that, like, I'm a professional writer in any sense. I can always get better, and I know I can always get better. I always listen to people's criticisms and stuff and thoughts. Like, I've had people... Again, Carl wasn't supposed to be a main character, but you guys gave thoughts about what you'd like to see him do and things like that, and he became, like, a more important character. Yeah, parents do need to learn to keep their eyes on their kids. Like, the comic is gonna handle a lot of mature... Or I want it to handle a lot of mature stuff. Like mental illness, abuse, and things like that. But I also want to handle it in a way that, if this makes sense, a kid will understand what they're seeing and understand, like, red flags of things that they may not realize is wrong, where they can also still enjoy it, where it's not going to be preachy, if that makes sense. And it is going to get... I want to get really sadistic with some of the stuff in the comic, but I'm going to do more of that thing where it's left to the person reading its mind. Like, you see stuff in shadows so that you'll picture the worst thing possible. Because I find that works a lot with people. And I've had other comic writers tell me that's a stupid way to do it, because people are so stupid now that they won't understand the subtlety and stuff like that. But I don't think that's true. I think thinking your fans are stupid is a very bad way to go. La la lady? Oh, he's around. Can I just shoot him in the face? That'd just solve everything. Being treated like stupid and start acting like... Yeah, that's the problem. Like, even when I wrote kids stuff, like, if you ever seen the pitch for the Forgotten Tune I did, the big goal of that was to teach kids that it doesn't matter how you look, that if you work hard, you can achieve your dream, and that you can make something of yourself. And I was told by many people that it's a bad way of doing it, because unless you're just telling the kid right off the bat, then they're not going to figure it out. And I'm like, no, cartoons used to make kids understand what was wrong. Like, look at the Batman show, the animated one from the 90s. That one was famous for it. They didn't treat their audience like children. It treated the audience, you know, it knew the audience was smarter than they appeared. Kids are smarter than people give credit for. Just like people are smarter. It's just that they've gotten lazy. And I don't plan on giving that with my comic. You are going to be treated like adults. You are going to have to handle adult situations in the comic. Granted, I'm not
There
doing
you are.
sex or anything, because
But
obviously
where's
it's going to be
Lily?
for kids too.
Can't let him get away again.
But... Talk to them, not down. Yeah, that is exactly how my little brother treats his son, and his son is incredibly intelligent. And always reacts better when he's talked to, not down to. And when I used to teach kids, and I used to teach in a disabled class. So these were kids that had... I like a little bit of Spider-Man. I like a little of the older Spider-Man.
You! The girl! Where is she?
Okay, hi. Oh, fuck. We're gonna...
Fuck.
That is a good reaction. Oh, okay. So I thought maybe I could sneak past. Where is it? Oh, the turn is so slow. It's probably just my setting. Fuck! Alright, I need to get away from them. I need to get up high. Where is it? There was another two. Where are they?
Shit, lost him again. Hope I can reach O'Neill this time. O'Neill, it's Sebastian.
You're still alive? I mean, you're still alive. Good. Were you able to locate the core?
No, but I know who has her. And he's got powers like nothing else in here. But I lost him.
I think I can help you out with that. I picked up a frequency I've never seen before. It's coming from City Hall.
Great. Where's that?
Look up. Do you see a building with a big clock tower?
Yeah?
That's it.
How in the hell am I supposed to get up there?
It's a bit complex. Come back here, I can explain.
Right.
We
I'm
learned
on my
before.
way.
It's a frustrating thing I've heard with creators interacting with one indie dev who legit threw my criticism out the window and said I'm not the brand, therefore I don't have to listen to any of this. There are people who can't take criticism. Even I can't say I take all criticism because it's also, I don't want to say it's the way you throw criticism at people. It is people who just sometimes cannot take it. Their ego just won't allow it. Sometimes even when I get criticism, excuse me, when I get the fucking hot chocolate starting to come back up. But even when I get criticism, I might get pissy once or twice, but I'll usually listen to it after I calm down. Because I don't really have any filter on my emotions, partially due to the brain damage and because of ADHD. But I do try to listen to a lot of criticism. Especially with the comic, because I want to make it as good as possible and make it so that... And I know not everyone's going to enjoy it. I understand that. But I want to make it for the people that do enjoy it. Even, like, let's say I'm writing a chapter. And I've had Mike pointed this out with something. Like, every so often I accidentally write a character outside of what they would Fuck, was I on? Okay. Normally, you know, act like. And yeah, if a fan points out, you know, this isn't how Trinity normally acts, I'm gonna be like, oh crap, I accidentally wrote it wrong. Or I'll try to figure out a reasoning for it. Sometimes you can come up with a reason on why a character acts like that. Who needs a filter? Be yourself. Filters can help sometimes. I've had people tell me I need to have it, like, with the VTubers, I should have an act and I should be in character all the time, and I just fucking can't bother with that shit. Like, I'll be a little bit more friendly and sweet, but as Lily, but I do generally just be myself with both. Just got the dino soap. I'm sorry, I don't know why it's giving you so many ads. She had a headache. I'm gonna use that joke. I'm gonna steal that, Tenchi. But there's also reasons, there are valid reasons to write a character out of character, if that makes sense, but you have to build to it or either reveal the reason, because there are a couple issues. There's something in issue 2 that's going to piss a lot of people off. Because there's a character that people think that they know very well, and I know it's a fan favorite, and I'm very excited to see the reaction to what happens. Because I think it might make a lot of you mad, but I promise you there is a reason for it. I don't do things without a proper reason. I gotta go back. Where's the... So I have to go here. Oh, thank God for that. Like, again, I also like to get input with my comic writing. Like, I have a couple people who actually help me with the comic. Like, I'll throw the ideas at them and stuff. Because I don't like just writing by myself. I like throwing ideas to other people. And I'd love to do that in the Discord with you guys, but I don't want you guys having spoilers. I had a creator who did that. They take their character just to write them out of character, and the next they show up, the explanation, the story is another universe. You can get away with that once or twice. Like, the fan service issue that we want to do, when we eventually do it, will be non-canon. It'll be completely non-canon. Like, but we do that. Purr is pure. That's all there is to it to me. Aw. Thank you, Tack. I do try to just stay myself. Well, here's the problem with the multiverse thing. Because I'm gonna say I'm fucking guilty of doing multiverse stuff with the comic. Not now, we're still in the first few issues, but there will eventually be multiverses. There will be the multiverse, which I know, thank you Marvel, now nobody wants to deal with multiverse shit. You have to handle multiverse right. You can't just do a shitty comic and say, oh, that's universe 97. If you fuck up, claim you fuck up. Unless you have a way to point it into another universe. Like, it's as simple as that. And again, I'm not speaking for any other comic writer. Everybody writes their own way, everybody does things their own way, and there's nothing wrong with that. But God, do mainstream comics piss me off.
You made it here okay.
Not sure if okay is the right word, but yeah, I made it. Now, tell me how to get to City Hall.
Union was built with a sort of backstage area, so Mobius operatives could observe the test subjects in secret. Most of these passageways are still intact enough to bypass the fissures in Union.
But chunks of the city are floating in the air. How are there tunnels?
They're passageways, not tunnels. When you go in and out of them, you're basically phase shifting. We call it the marrow. It exists in a layer separate from what you see.
That doesn't make any sense.
Fortunately for you, it doesn't have to make sense. It just has to work. But it's a maze down there. You take the wrong path, you could end up on the other side of town.
Where's this marrow that gets me to City Hall? And who comes up with these ridiculous names?
I'll mark the location of the port. It's in the north safe house. Looks like a regular computer, but it's not. I'll give you the password you need to activate it. Once you're inside, follow the marker to exit B2. That should take you straight to City Hall.
You could have told me this on my communicator, you know.
Maybe so, but I couldn't have given you this. The passageways are still intact, but the collapse of Union has caused infrastructure issues. My communicator says that the gas leak is blocking the path to exit B2. You'd never make it through alive without this.
Deadly gas leaks, huh? Thanks for saving the worst for last, O'Neill.
Based on what we've seen so far, I doubt that it's the worst you'll encounter.
You're not helping.
Anything else you need to know before you go?
It's weird how the characters are never actually look, and this is an older game, so I can't really bitch about it, but it is kind of funny that they never really look at each other. Also, the marrow makes sense. Like, you're inside the brain, so I understand why they're calling it the marrow, because it's inside bones, so... He's just such a dick, isn't he? Modern person shitting themselves over creepypasta characters from 2008. I was never really into creepypastas. I'm gonna go over there and save. No, like, the marrow thing makes sense to me. I get it, since you're kind of dealing with the human brain and the body, so that's what it's supposed to be a reference to, kinda.
Huh?
Also, if you hear noise in the background...
Was that door there before?
Another door? Sorry about any noise. The brain is a strange thing. Yes, it is. Does this game have multiple endings, or is this one of the games that has, like, a strict ending thing? I think we can go upgrade. I should turn on my light. See, I like the shifting and stuff. It is neat.
You brought something with you. A key? Excellent.
It's Suka with a smaller chest, everyone.
Some keys open doors of perception, but this isn't one of them. This one is more mundane, but still useful. Go on. Open one. Its contents are better off in your hands than locked away in here.
Can't do anything. 'Cause that's a classic nurse's outfit. I thought that too. I think I made the joke in the first episode she showed up in. I made the Lisa, but that's is it a Japanese classic nurse uniform? I think it is. I'm trying to remember if it's Japanese specifically. If anyone knows more about the game than me, please feel free. Going for that health. The marrow is specifically the back rooms. I never really looked too much into the back rooms thing. I know a little bit about it, but not much. There's a couple backroom games people have asked me to play. Increase stamina. I don't really care about that. Ooh, yeah. That'll be useful. Oh, I don't have enough. Oop. I'll save the rest for now. I will be back for Halloween, guys, so we may have a Halloween stream. I'm coming back, I think, the day before, unless I go to Halloween Horror Nights again with some friends, which that's still up in the air. I don't know if that's gonna happen. So we might do a Halloween stream. Mike won't be around. He's not coming back till November 3rd, I think. So it'll just be me and you guys, but we'll figure out something fun. If not, we'll do Halloween Spook in November. We'll do November Spooks.
What the hell is this?
It's a chance to test your skills. Step right up and try your luck, detective.
This is insane.
This is Silent Hill.
You'd be insane to pass this up. Steady your hand and put your shooting skills to work. No need to worry about ammunition in here.
Look, even the rule of fuck you, it's magic, you still gotta have something. I don't want to do this. Fuck you. Backrooms originally was about a no clipping out of reality and getting stuck in a bunch of crappy rooms. No escape, with the possibility of being a monster, I think. The horror of isolation and being lost in space where nobody can find you. Oh, okay. That's not terrible. Let me guess, at this point the internet's taken it over and it's just pure cancer. Very much so. So similar to what happened with creepypastas. They started out semi-decently, or not creepypastas. I think those have always been shit. SCPs. That's the one I'm thinking of, SCPs. So the same thing that happened with SCPs. Where it just became so absolute dog shit. Like I said, I was never really into creepypastas. I think I've been asked to do a reading or two of them. But ugh. Yeah, I remember the Slender Man craze. I feel bad for the creator of Siren Head. Didn't his shit get stolen without his permission and used everywhere? Like, people were actually selling games and shit, if I remember, and he was mad about it. Yeah, I feel bad for that creator. I know a little bit. I tend to stay to myself, but I know a little bit. Where are you, bud? Where are you? I see you. Might be able to- Nope. Where's my weapon? There it is. Why? That was mine. There we go. Give me that liquid. I'm open for Siren Head games as long as it's free and correctly credited. Yeah, no, if it's free and correctly credited, go for it. Hell, I've had people use my characters in video games, and they always are nice enough to ask first. Tulio, who you guys see in here occasionally, he has Lily in his game. It's not the first time. She's shown up in a couple of games. She's in Postal 4, too. I'm in Postal 4. To be fair. We're both in Postal 4. But, yeah, no, if you give credit and stuff, then yeah. I'm one, if you want to use my characters, just drop me a line, and I'm usually nice about it. They're treating Siren Head like a cryptoid. Did the meaning of cryptoid just go out the fucking window at this point? Because no, that's not what cryptoid means. Oh my god, I hate the internet. I don't even want to say the problem is when kids get into this shit. It's just when it becomes mainstream we have the issue of it getting ridiculous. You ever want a good video about what happened to SCPs? Medicare did a video and it's really interesting. Yes, it's true. Lily was in Dark Side Detective. Cryptoid are like animals that are like the chupacabra and stuff like that you really can't confirm exist. There's a couple, I think, animals that were originally cryptoids that have been proven real. No, the Tasmanian devil wasn't a cryptoid. Can't remember. There was an animal that they thought wasn't real and it turned out to be real. Yeah, and people have sent me RPCs and I've done live readings of those. You can definitely tell they're from the original SCP people. Oh, hi. Oh, I can probably get you easy. You guys remember the witch from Left 4 Dead? That's what this bitch reminds me of. Look at her shotgun. Fuck, God, the SCPs that got into creepier things. The ooh type and teen girl crap. Yeah, like that satellite shit, that was fucking retarded. My favorite thing is the shitstorm that started on the SCP boards because of a fucking slutty doorknob. And let's face it, the doorknob deserved everything it got. It was a fucking slut. I said that once in a video and someone got mad because they actually didn't know the story behind that. Yeah, the SCP thing is crazy, but that's what I see happens with a lot of, like... Oh, okay, people don't know about the slutty doorknob. So there are two types of SCPs, or was originally. There were joke ones and, you know, regular ones. Somebody wrote a joke one about a slutty doorknob that everyone that touches it wants to fuck it or something like that. It was really silly. It was very obviously a joke. And some shitty wannabe writer who basically stole all their stuff and wrote a Tumblr satellite planet got pissy with it existing because it had been up for a few years and demanded it taken down because it was offensive, even though it was a joke. And if you read their writing, it's fucking hilariously bad. Yeah, it's SCPJ. I don't know if it was ever put back up anywhere else, but it's, Medicare did a whole video about it. Yes, the SCP, the planet thing is the Homestuck character, yes. The Homestuck OC, yes. The one that writes on Tumblr constantly, yes. Yeah, the doorknob, I don't know if it was ever put back up. Like I said, Medicare did a video on it. Just look up Mr. Medicare SCP video. He did a whole... I think he did 2 videos on it. It's interesting. Well, here's the thing. You can... I hate the term gatekeeping because people take it the wrong way. But you absolutely should be careful when people come into a fan base and want to change shit because it's fucking stupid. And I'm seeing it with Warhammer and other things. I've had it with my comic too. I made the reference once that we might have a gay character. And people got really mad because the character that they wanted in their headcanon to be gay, I said wasn't gay. And their reasoning for it was beyond hysterical. I've even had people tell me that my comic isn't good because it doesn't have enough black people. And I was just kind of like, what? What? Does Mage not count? Does Slab not count? I didn't know there was a certain quota we had to have. I missed that note in comic. You know, when I was writing the comic. People also seem to think that Miko is black, which is really weird considering I think I've said it from the beginning, she's supposed to be Japanese Hispanic. Because she's kind of loosely based off an homage to a cousin of mine. Yeah, gatekeeping, I hate to say it, but I think everybody should be allowed to get into things that they like. But here's my thing, if you start wanting things changed, like you're demanding there's not this many of that, or this, or that, you don't actually care about the thing that you're getting into. You just want to purposely change it, then move on to whatever else is popular, which is the problem. And I have an issue with that kind of thing. I do. Based off. Yeah, like I said, if the SCP thing, if you want to learn about that, like I said, Medicare did a video. Yeah, gatekeeping is more of, do you really like it, or are you trying to take it over? Yeah. People don't understand that, unfortunately. I've had the discussion with quite a few people on gatekeeping. So I need to get in here. Can't do anything with this yet. I need something. I am gonna say this right now, and I probably should warn you guys. I take the Invader Zim way of writing. The more you complain, the more I torture characters. The more you demand change, the more I'm gonna buck against you. Like, unless it's a valid criticism, I don't fucking care. I don't care about your headcanons. I don't want to hear about your headcanons. They are never gonna be canon. And I will do everything possible to make sure they're not canon. And for those that want to know, the character that everyone demanded to be gay was Detective. Because you can't have a woman in charge unless she's gay. And I'm not joking, that is what somebody told me. Is because she looks like she should be gay. And at that point, me and the person that helps with some of the character writing, we were both laughing because we were like, yeah, that is what somebody told me. That she has to be the gay one because she looks like she's gay. And I was just kind of like, what? I didn't know gay people have a very certain look, but it's very nice to know. Oh, it sounds like the pitching the one son of Superman to be true. Come on, tell me that's a fucking joke, Cal. He dresses like a trans woman, so why not make him It's so fucking stupid when people talk like that. That was the exact logic behind the person that said the detective. I will show you guys for those that are new and you don't know the comic. This is the character. And again, I've said it, characters get different outfits, so this is just kind of her main outfit for the comic. You know, this is just kind of the promotional art for her. But apparently, when you wear clothes like this, oh, you are automatically gay. I don't see it, but okay. She's straight. Spoiler alert, guys. She is actually straight in the comic. We'll find out if she has somebody. Yeah, she's supposed to be that like, she's a joke on that grizzled and again, she has a reason, and you find out in the comic why she's kind of like the grizzled, like, no shits given, she's Scottish, so very much to the point type. I have Scottish family members. They are very fucking to the point if you've never dealt with Scottish. She knows how to handle a sword. I don't think she's gay. Yeah, she does. Yeah, that's actually why Taxman was doing the motion comic with her in it and was having a little bit of a problem because we couldn't find a good Scottish lad for her. Or lattice for her. Lass. Fuck me. My family would kill me for saying that wrong. But yeah, no, she's Scottish. She is straight also. There is a character that I'm rewriting currently. I guess I can talk about a little bit of background stuff if you guys are really that interested. I don't know if you guys kind of want a would-be little behind-the-scenes thing. But I can kind of give you a behind-the-scenes of how hard it is right now to write a comic. So I may have a chance with her. I'm pretty sure she beat your ass. Time I drew something, I made the tits bigger because people said it was too big. Oh no, the joke, and I'll say this right now, the joke with Suka in the comic is every time, I'm gonna spoil this because you guys will probably forget it by the time she hits the comic. Every issue she's in, her boobs get bigger. Because I think it's fucking hysterical. Love hearing background stuff. So we have a certain specific character. She is somebody that you guys know in the comic. But we were working on an angle with a male and female type angle with them. Like two different personalities, a male and female personality. And it became a problem that I don't know if I'm going to keep that. Because it is a very specific mental reason for it. And I might have to write it out because I was pitching it to... I was talking to a couple people about it. And 3 of the 4 people I talked to went, oh, so she's trans. And I just kind of... And I have nothing against trans people before someone gets pissy with that. But that wasn't at all what I was going with. I was going with more of a mental issue and a trauma issue. Where there were 2 sides. And it's one of those, I'm going to be really sad to get rid of it. But it's probably going to have to get rid of. Yeah, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde type thing, yeah. Something similar to that where there was a past trauma that caused it. And I wanted to deal with that kind of thing and kind of have it where both identities, one's on each side of the 2 sides in the comic. And it's one of those I'm probably going to have to sadly write out. Only because I don't really want to deal with the backlash and the assumption that people are going to have. What the fuck do I do with this? Oh, never mind. I'm an idiot. I just realized what I do with this. I forgot about the bolts. I've been just wandering around like a retard for nothing. Wow. Past trauma thing sounds more realistic than simply someone being trans. Again, I have nothing against trans people, but that's not what I want to do as the goal. Hi, bud. I knew you were going to do that. Damn.
Okay, door's locked. Windows secure. Power disabled. Nothing's getting in here. Not even you, Hayes! Find yourself another safe house! This place is locked Understand? Shit. This is so fucked. Didn't sign up for this. It's okay. I'm gonna be okay. You're locked in, man. Just gotta wait it out. What the fuck was that sound? How did that get in here? What the hell is that? No!
Yeah, similar to Norman, I guess I can kind of talk about the backstory a little bit, since I don't know if it's gonna stay in there. But it's basically, a brother and sister, and the brother was murdered trying to protect the sister. And it shattered the sister's mind to the point she still believes the brother is there, and because of the magic and shit in the world, he is still there, because it's the other part of her. So, like, physically, she can manifest into the other person. Yeah, so she's manifesting a second personality as her brother, but actually can become him in a point. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do, and it's one of those, it was annoying me because the people I was talking to, like, most of the people I was telling about
Kidman
it
know what's going on.
were down with it. Because again,
Kidman, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What have you got for me?
The good news is that I located O'Neill, and he was able to get me on the trail to find Lily.
That's great.
The bad news is that Union is literally falling apart around me, and it's mostly populated by corpses and monsters. Oh, and that psycho I told you about? The one with the powers he shouldn't have? He's got Lily. I'm getting ready to head into the Marrow, which you neglected to tell me about, to get to him.
I'm sorry we didn't have time for a briefing before sending you in, but we didn't think it would be this bad.
It's just as bad as Beacon in here. No, it's worse. My daughter wasn't stuck in Beacon.
Okay, calm down. Maybe I can help you out. Can you give me any information on this person?
Male, about 5'10", black hair. He fancies himself as some sort of artist.
That's not much to go on.
Tell me something I don't know. I'm on my way to City Hall. I'll call you later.
I still kind of want to keep the route going with it. But it's also one of those, I always find it fascinating what you can do with, in a world where magic, paranormal, and all that exists, and you have people with actual mental disorders. Now, I'm not trying to do this to make fun of people with past trauma, because I have gone through my own forms of trauma, mentally and stuff like that. So, I kind of want to show... It's hard to explain, but I want to toy with trauma and abuse and things in the comics. In the comic, very much. But show how people can overcome it. You know what I mean? Autism is a superpower. Okay. I don't think we have any autistic characters. Most people, anything, it's not just autism, it's if you have any kind of mental issue, they consider it mental retardation. I get treated by a lot of doctors like I'm 5 years old. I get talked down to constantly. In fact, when my mom first got her hearing devices, before she had to get the new ones that she's getting in next month, she had never heard how doctors talk down to me, and we were at the hospital, say I had just had an accident. And she was so fucking horrified to hear the doctors talking to me like I was a 5-year-old. Like, they literally, because they found out that I have a learning disability, they literally were drawing me like pictures you would for a child and explaining it like you would a child. And I'm so used to this that I just go with it at this point in my life. That's how used to it I am. But she was so horrified she wanted to cry and smack the doctor. Yeah, the magic allows trauma to take form and the characters to face it. That is what I want to do, yeah. And I'll read these later. I don't give a fuck. MR diagnosis. Well, ADHD, isn't that considered a developmental, well, no, it's not just developmental. Your brain is wired completely different, isn't it? Okay, I don't think I need that, but let me see. I'll take those. But it's, again, like trauma and things like that. It's something I want to handle in the comic. Most of the characters have a form of trauma. Some of them have handled it better than others. Like, look at Kisa. it's pretty obvious by Kisa in the comics that there is something that has happened to her. I don't want to go back. I want to keep going. Is that where I have to go? Is that where I have to go? Okay, that just leads me to Sebastian's room. Again, I want to make a comic to where adults will understand this stuff, kids won't until they're older. Like, I'm not going to do anything that throws things in your face. It's got to be something that you sit back and think about. Give that to me. Is, in fact, brain being wired differently? That's what I thought. My brain's fucked up and wired differently. Trust me, if I could have a normal brain, I would. It's so great to have fucking 5 different ideas going through your head at once. And then not being able to grasp those ideas for very long. There's nothing else here. So we go outside. Hopefully you guys are enjoying my little rants during the stream. If I get boring, just let me know. I've learned to handle my ADHD better than I used to. I used to be fucking unbearable when I was younger. You're never boring, thank you. See, I have the thing with, people seem to be surprised by this. Oh, fucking hell. Really? You didn't get me, though, you dumbass. You could have gotten me. You had the perfect fucking shot. You didn't get me. Yeah, I have a couple of different notebooks. I have to buy a new writing book because I lost mine. I found it recently, but it's all damaged, and I'm pissed. The fucker was stealing the carburetor. I have not only ADHD, but a severe learning disability. So I've just kind of had to cope with shit. And the brain damage, so my brain is fucking pudding. Can't have shit in Detroit. We're not playing RoboCop yet. We found the zombie from Detroit. We found the zombie from LA, let's be real. Where do I have to go? Was that where I had to go? I didn't want the safe house. Okay, so I gotta go to City Hall. Am I in the wrong spot? Oh, that's the safe house. Yeah, I went to the completely wrong fucking spot, didn't I? I guess I can go report back to him. Might as well. I remember Detroit Become Human because you people were chanting EMP bomb by the end of that game. Which, let's be honest, would have solved every problem.
Sounds like someone's in trouble.
Sounds like it ain't my fucking problem.
Those things will kill her if I don't do something.
Hi, bud. Hi, bud. Hi, buds. God, I love that gun. Stock horror scream. Horror screams are expensive.
It's okay, I took care of them. Please open the door. I need to ask you a few questions.
I would have EMP bombed those fuckers.
Thank you. You saved me. I thought I was a goner for sure.
It's okay. Calm down. What's going on out there?
How am I supposed to know? If anybody should be asking what's going on, it's me.
Look, I just got here. I'm even more confused than you are.
Oh yeah? What's your name?
It's Sebastian. Sebastian Castellanos.
Well, then you're not as confused as I am. I can't even remember my own name. I don't know what day it is. I don't even know where I am. God, what's happening to me?
Dementia?
Just try to remember anything you can.
1 minute, I was in that office being interviewed by that Asian doctor lady. The next thing I know, I'm in this town I've never been to, wearing clothes I've never seen, and there's this guy who says he's my husband telling me to run. I'm not married, mister. None of this is real. It can't be.
Yeah, it would have affected them, dead man. They were all machines. It would have turned them off. Right? Well, at least theoretically. We don't know. It depends on how they're made. Can I find anything? Give me the fucking stuff right there.
Let me ask you something. I'm looking for my daughter. She's 6 years old. Her name is Lily.
I haven't seen any kids out there. Nothing but those things.
Damn it.
6 years old? Oh, I'm sorry, mister. Poor thing. Being lost out there. I wish I could help you.
Me too. But I'm not giving up until I find her. So you just woke up here a few hours ago?
Hours, days, I can't figure time. The last thing I remember was being in that office, like I said.
What office?
I needed some money, so I answered an ad looking for people to be in a sleep study. They took my blood and gave me a physical, and then that Asian lady asked me weird questions all day, and I don't understand what's happening.
Does the name Mobius mean anything to you?
I don't think so.
Give me one moment, guys. Sorry, Douglas came running into the room. David
But
Games.
I can't remember much of anything.
Eventually, we'll do more David Cage games because I want to make fun of him. He has good ideas in his games, but God, they're trash.
What can you tell me about those things out there?
I don't know. All I know is that they'll kill you if they get the chance. You should stay away from them.
Any idea where they came from?
That guy who said he was my husband started acting all weird. Kept looking over his shoulder at something I couldn't see. Then all of a sudden, he's screaming and starts to change. Skin bubbling up. It was horrible. Next thing I knew, he was trying to kill me, too.
So they used to be regular citizens. What's causing them to change like this?
I don't know anything. I can't help you, mister.
You can do it, Jack. Dogfight.
I'm gonna try to figure this out. Stay in here and keep the doors locked. It's not safe out there.
But thank you. Need anything from the house? Go ahead and help yourself.
Okay, so that's where I'm gonna leave it. I think that auto-saved. Give me a minute, guys. I'm gonna take a quick stretch break, because I have a doggo invasion in my room. And, you know, you gotta get the dog repellent to get them out of here.